So Facebook is pretty laggy right now. I'm not sure what the hell is going on.
Oh my God.
That's kind of how it came through.
One of those shows. It's gonna be one of those.
I'm pulling a reverse Rodriguez. It came through like that for me the last couple of times too, but when I looked at it online afterwards, it played smooth and fine. So maybe everybody out there who's watching, which is nobody yet, but you will be watching, saw it nice and smooth. So
in TV
fingers
world.
Crossed. Tom, I left you.
Where am I listening to? Oh God, you know what happened?
Oh boy,
I'm back in here.
That's what you know. What happened? You get for talking about Producer Joe. That's what you get for talking about Producer Joe. Karma. Producer Joe. Just so you know, Farace was talking nasty stuff about you before.
Yes,
nasty. However, not us.
Keith I would never. Thing. All right, let's reel this back in here. So my sound from the iPhone picked up in my ear, and you guys were talking, and I was getting this whole big thing going on. But don't worry, we're all good now. I channeled in my inner producer Joe. We are here, Put in the Book show, the third off-season special, with just a ton to talk about. Keith, Laris, Keith, hi.
Hey, this guy over here. This guy over here.
Hi, Keith. Hey, Keith.
All right.
Ow! All right. Wow, great special effects, guys.
Didn't you see the blast of like white there?
It's like a Marvel movie.
Which is not very impressive if you're one of these uppity movie folks.
Uppity up. Look at Frosty go.
No. All right. Keith, how are you really doing, buddy?
I am. Do you mean like in real life, or are you thinking Mets life? I mean, like, what are you trying to say here?
Whatever you want to do. Yeah.
I'll go
whatever floats your boat. You got 3 more seconds though to explain.
Don't get naked. Don't tell them that.
Don't get.
I'll do a little nip slip on you. No, I'm doing good. Everything, good. Family's good. Everybody's happy. My Mets life is pretty neutral at the moment. Not as excited as everybody, but I'm very happy. Just not sure.
Scared?
Yeah.
You're scared?
I want to see a couple other things happen, but we'll get into that.
All right. Rodriguez, what's going on, my friend?
We won 101 games last year, and to me right now, we've replaced everything we've lost. Mm-hmm. And hopefully we're going to do and then some. So I'm very happy. And I also, big shout out to Producer Joe's puppy. Hopefully good health.
Yes.
Okay, little drink to the puppy dog.
Cheers to doggy health.
For all dogs out there, enjoy.
All right,
Have a drink on us. Feed your dogs alcohol.
It's a setup, Bohan. It's a setup.
It's a setup.
It's a setup.
Of course, I'm freaking happy.
Keith is setting us up.
We just took a 101 win team.
Hey! We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Don't let the crowd, urge you on here and get all excited.
What was that accent that you just came out of nowhere? What's it?
I
know.
Wow.
Rodriguez, you heard that, right?
Wow.
Don't let the crowd.
Aren't I the only actual Spanish guy here?
So?
No.
I play one on TV.
You're Latin American. I am part Spanish.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna leave that alone.
All right. If you knock on that concrete wall behind you, he's out. So yeah, it's not gonna work out this week.
No.
But hopefully he'll be back next week in good spirits and running the show. Yeah.
What did you
I overstepped. I overstepped.
Come on.
All right, so I got to tell. Can one of you just yell at me and say, "Go ahead and get the show started"?
Get this started.
Put up the bullets.
All right, let's get back down in here. Commenters, Barbara, Mom.
That always cracks me up.
Bohan, Terzio, Bohan again. So since last we were here, and Rodriguez and I were talking about this right before the show started, and it's funny, a little funny how a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, we talked on this show about how we had heard like issues with DeGrom and in the locker room, maybe not as close to some of the teammates as we thought he was, not getting involved in the events and stuff. And then lo and behold, just a couple days ago, the New York Post runs an article saying that exact same thing. So we would like a recanting of that story and give credit to put in the books. Thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Been watching too many Perry Mason.
I'll leave it wrapped up in litigation.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this round table started. We got 3 pegs to this table today. All right,
table. A triangular table because we're going to triangulate.
Yes, triangulating free agents, huh? Triangulating free agents.
It's cyclical.
Wow.
It is cyclical.
Here we go. Don't bring that joke back, please.
Free agency is definitely cyclical.
That's the worst.
All right, first things. Let's get into this real deal here. Brandon Nimmo. To me, maybe not to some others, but I thought that Nimmo was a very, very important piece to this puzzle. The improvements that he made, the run saving plays that he can now make in the outfield. Date back a few years ago, we were like, holy crap, he's getting terrible jumps on even the easiest of fly balls. And just his ability at the plate, get on base, what do you have? 65 RBI out of that leadoff spot. How many runs scored? He's hitting in front of Lindor and McNeil potentially, and Alonso and all these guys. He is freaking really relevant to this team. And here's what you get after the signing. Well, that's a lot of money for somebody who doesn't steal any bases.
Who's that?
Rodriguez. No, I don't know if Terzio said it, but no, I don't think so, because he just said Nimmo and Marte, the key pieces to this team. But
there's no perfect player. He
just called him the 2020s Jason Worth. Tom Bohan just called Nimmo Jason Worth. Wow.
So let's give Tom his due and say, okay, there's a 50-50 chance Nimmo's going to get hurt this year. Because, he is Nimmo after all. I mean, he has gone and has happened. But guess what? It didn't really happen last year. So let's take a chance on it not happening again for the next 2 to 5 years. If that doesn't happen again for the next 2 to 5 years, you have a guy in his prime who's going to be hitting 16 to 20 home runs, on base, almost 400 at 400% clip, playing pretty good outfield defense because they switched him. It wasn't just him. Let's not give him too much credit. The team fixed him and looked at his stats and how he plays, and they know how to position him now and to his utmost so he can be a better player. Keith, don't you just love Nimmo now? I love him.
Listen, I never not loved Nimmo. I always just question his health, like you said. And the reason why I question his health is because he missed games. Ta-da! But let's look at all the games that he missed, right? Most of it was injuries that were not foreseen, injuries that were accidents, a hit by pitch. He did have that neck thing when he was hustling too hard and caught the ball against the wall.
Don't you dare hustle too hard.
Right. I mean, come on. So the point is, this guy sacrifices his body to make plays. This guy has no fear when he's in the outfield. Did he have improvement to make? Yes. Did he make improvements? He sure did. A lot of times when you see a baseball player, and just from watching baseball all these years, you'll see through the 20s, some players have injury prone issues, and then they start getting into their 30s and they start learning how to condition their body a little better, and they start learning how to use what they have a little better, and their injuries seem to curtail. And I think
they're smarter players.
They're smarter players.
Curtail.
You like that, curtail?
Yeah,
right?
I like it a lot.
It's cyclical. So I think if you go ahead and take a look at Nimmo,
here we go.
A lot of his injuries were not something that can be prevented. due to things like hit by pitch and so on. Remember, he hurt his wrist. These things happen.
I think Buck Showalter made him get on, stay there and play. I mean, he was
and that's
probably
the other
scared,
thing, right?
So
let's look at that, Rodriguez. Let's look at the transition from Wilpons, Cohen's, and Nimmo's approach. Do you think that had a difference? Heck yeah. Cohen changed all of the staff, the medical staff, the coaching staff. So long story short, I think Nimmo has the tools. I think Nimmo is a A+, and I'll say that A+ leadoff hitter. He has the potential to do 400 on base percentage. He scored 102 runs last year. He's a B, at least B outfielder, and that's better than a lot of the league. And you know what? So what? Oh, what do we get? A guy that runs the first base when he walks? Yes. You know why? Because he's enthused. He's pumped. He's on base. That's a big deal when you're a leadoff hitter. I got on base. How did I do it? Who gives a? I got on base. So leave him alone. He deserves what he got, and let's just hope, as Met fans, he stays healthy because he can provide a lot of runs scored in front of that lineup for years to come.
Yeah. With the just a couple of guys that are over triple digits in RBIs, right? There's a reason for that because guys were on base ahead of them. So Boulay, the negative
Nelly.
Can he steal bases and put pressure on opposing defense? He's overpaid. Now, I just want to would you rather have Nick Castellanos last year with his, what did he have, 14 home runs or so? He's making the same as Nimmo, and he's 31. Jock Peterson, he's making the same as Nimmo. Seiya Suzuki from the Cubs, he's just slightly below. Now, if you want to get into the Ronald Acuna is making 17 a year right now, obviously that's gonna go up a little bit.
Sucks for him.
Exactly.
That's his problem.
Pause for 1 sec. Quick comment. I the minute he signed that contract, I thought it was insane. I thought the Braves were getting just such an amazing deal.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant Nimmo. I was like, wait,
good.
You just said how much you love him, and
I hope he makes nothing for the rest of his career.
The Nimmo deal, trust me, in 3 years you're gonna be like, that's all we're paying him.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be like he's
a Met for life, dude. He's gonna retire a Met because he's not gonna be worth crap by the end of his career. The way he throws himself around.
Let me add to my
38. He'll be
commentary and rant real quick. It's a Wyoming boy who's thrilled to be a lifelong New York Met, right? So that makes us feel, me at least, and it should make everybody, in my opinion, feel a little bit better about the DeGrom situation.
What a beautiful story.
Wanting to get out of New York, wanting to get. How do I do this again? Oh yeah. Hold on.
You disappeared.
No, because DeGrom, I think DeGrom had a lot of hurt feelings.
He's so sentimental.
Wait.
We're gonna get into DeGrom though, so let me just stop there. But just saying, I am so super stoked that
producer Joe said we can't talk about Jacob DeGrom anymore.
I'm brown nosing.
I told you, Terzio. I told you.
Terzio, I'm the last one to brown nose. I'll tell anybody to go themselves.
Oh no, guys! I just realized. This is still here.
It can stay there. The guy was an epic Met. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no reason to hate him.
No, I'm not saying hate, but
reason to hate him.
No, I don't want to. I don't hate him. But should I put him in a retirement area until he's retired? And then
that's a good idea.
Like should I put him next to Noah? He's gonna go next to Noah.
No. Him and Noah should be turned and face the wall. Don't put them facing outward, dude. Make them face the wall.
Put them in the corner.
What they deserve. Put them in the corners and make them face the wall.
Unlike you, Rodriguez, I don't hate DeGrom. DeGrom is a different breed. He's not into.
Whoa! Hold on.
Yeah.
Did you say you're like? Wait. Did you just say you're like Rodriguez and you don't hate him?
No, I said unlike you, Rodriguez.
Oh, unlike.
I
okay.
don't hate
Rodriguez. I just want to make sure.
DeGrom. I don't think Rodriguez hates DeGrom either. I think he's just pissed at him.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pissed. You know I'm pissed. You know how I
you have
feel
every
about
right to be.
Rodriguez like,
you have every right to be. Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Kramer.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Terzio.
So that you get Nimmo now, who's going to play center field for the next X amount of years, and then he'll move over to corner.
5 years,
and then he goes over to a corner outfielder, and we bring in
DH.
the next big thing, whatever that might be at the moment. Justin Verlander, 2 years, $86 million. With the length of those contracts, I don't care. I don't care if it's $60 million. It's 2 years, big deal. But
Very
in
fair.
it, Verlander, though he's at 40 now, he has been very durable throughout his career, and seems as though he's known how to manage his body for a very long time. He's 14 straight years with 30 starts, or 28 starts, something like that.
He just won the Cy Young, Farace.
Yeah, no, I'm
I mean,
saying good things.
We just brought the last year's Cy Young Award winner in the American League over
from the World Series champions, World Series champion also.
Champions.
He's got more no-hitters combined than we have combined.
It's not like we have to say too many things about this. Everybody knows this guy's a stud. His wife is beautiful, but he's a stud. He's going to play very well for us. He's not afraid to play. He knows he's a pitcher. He's a veteran. He still throws hard, and now he knows how to pitch. I don't see the downside. Like you said, 2 years, man. 2 years and get out. Done.
There's no downside, Rodriguez. Let me explain something to you and how I see it. Right?
Really quick. I just want to mention this comment. Who wants to bet me that DeGrom has more career starts left than either Scherzer or DeGrom or Verlander? But he's got a 5-year deal, and the other two have 2 years left. What happened there?
You have a great car. You have a great car. You take the engine block, you rebuild it, put it back in that car, tune the engine, put it back on the road. That engine is good for another 200,000 miles. Just 2 years ago, Verlander had a Tommy John surgery, came back and won a Cy Young. He is a new engine block. He's going to go out there and he's going to kick ass. He's only 2 years off of Tommy John. He's going to get better in the next 2 years. How about that? That's my opinion.
I don't know if he's going to get better, but I think he's going to be a good pitcher for the next 2 years.
Maybe not better in stats. I mean, better in durability. Like he's going to be able to pitch a little bit more innings, go a little deeper.
Pitches close to what he did last year, bro. If he does anything like that, 2 years,
that's
fantastic.
My apologies, Bohan. I misunderstood, because the way you worded it, it seemed like you wanted somebody to bet you that that DeGrom or when I was a little misconstrued, but don't think DeGrom is still pitching in 2 years. Okay, so Bohan thinks that DeGrom might not even be pitching in 2 years, which is potential also. You just don't know.
DeGrom's last few issues were more muscular, like he pulled things or hurt things.
Yeah.
There's a better chance that DeGrom doesn't pitch in the next 3 years.
3 years. Terzio said the Rangers went out and bought brand new MRI machines for him. All right, luck. So when I don't agree with him, it's Boulette. We remember this. If I do agree with him, I call him Boulette. But not being negative, but just being realistic. Would have liked the speedy switch hitting leadoff guy. Well, Jose Reyes is retired. And improved at catcher. It's by the way, it's December 15th, and there's really no free agents, nothing in the way of trade market available anymore until relax. It's December 15th. DH, a righty DH.
They're not over. It's not over. There's a righty DH that they're talking about.
They're talking about JD Martinez, who is has proven over the course of his career, not like Mr. Ruff, that he can hit left-handed pitchers really well. And Keith, I apologize. I interrupted you before to yell at Bohan after misunderstanding what he said.
You and Bohan have some kind of weird thing going on, though, Farace. You don't get along.
Kate wears the pants in that family. But we already like her because she gave the middle finger to all those Philadelphia fans. So she was all good with us.
First thing I heard from a New York reporter, well, Verlander struggled against the Phillies in the World Series. I'm like, wow. I mean, Verlander, how about Verlander was the Cy Young? Verlander had this ERA. Verlander struck this many batters out. No, it's the Mets signed Verlander, and he struggled against the. I mean, it's
well
so
said.
stupid.
Negatives.
All right,
right away negatives.
Yeah.
All right, so we have several more guys to talk about, but I need a little bit more energy here, Keith. Need you to get me something roasted, something that smells great, something that's perhaps chocolatey.
Brooklyn
Don't
Water
look down like
Coffee
that.
Roasters.
You're not going to find that wherever you're looking.
From their roastery to your front door.
He's giving
Only
the energy.
The finest beans are hand selected for your distinct pleasure. Check them out now.
Dude, you're killing people.
www.brooklynwatercoffeeroasters.com. Check them out now. Their coffee is amazing. The more you drink, the more you run. And if you drink too much coffee, it might give you the run. So just be careful what you're doing.
Sorry, I had it on loop.
You see that? Keith,
Producer Joe left it on loop. That's his fault.
Why do you say these things to him? Why do you do these things?
No, he had a loop.
No, I want to see Farace do it now.
See that? There you go. That's what you get, Farace.
What'd I do?
That's what you get. This, you know that commercial?
No, I don't want to finish yet.
It
was an accident. I
don't want
to
continue it.
Don't prolong it, Farace. Jerk.
Hold on, let me think about it. From their roastery to your front door.
Stressed out, dude. I'm stressed out.
I
don't know what it is.
What is? Why are you painting your
capital letters? You'll be able to get a third bag free. Brooklyn for fucking water coffee. Brooklyn Coffee, BrooklynWaterCoffeeRoasters.com. All kidding aside, they are amazing. Check them out now. They have a bunch of delicious flavors. Of course, Farace's different, amazing. It's different, but it is amazing. Flavor is dark roast, dark chocolate. It is a delicious dark chocolate, dark roast coffee that when you brew it, your whole house will smell like coffee chocolate, but it has chocolate in it, so you got to be careful how much you drink, right, Farace? How much calories per cup of those coffee?
The same amount as the amount of positive comments that Mr. Boulette has left in the comment section today. Absolutely. Zero.
Check them out now. BrooklynWaterCoffeeRoasters.com. They are definitely worth it. If you are a coffee snob, this is the place to go. Your coffee will be shipped to you within 24 hours of its roast date. There's nowhere you're going to shop in any supermarket that you're going to get coffee that fresh. www.brooklynwatercoffeeroasters.com. All capital letters. Pop Culture Pros on your way out the door, checking out for your 2 bags of coffee. Then you can go back and get a third bag free, and you can try a third flavor. Guaranteed to love it. If not, you give it to your neighbor, and you tell them where to buy the rest, and they'll be a new customer. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
For life. Diana, what's up? You haven't been around for a while. Where you been? Oh, the Mets are loading up and everybody's joining in here, huh? That's what's happening. Mets are loading up.
Hello, Diana.
All right. Obviously, we already talked about Diaz. The next guy up here is somebody who were brought in for the rotation, and he's played for several teams. He's played in big games before. Jose Quintana. Left-hander coming over from St. Louis on a nice 2-year, $26 million deal.
Did you notice I just gave the steal sign when you said that?
Oh, no, sorry. I missed it. So I'm still on first. I didn't go. I didn't run. All right, Diana, that I'm always here even when I'm not. We accept it. Boulay says, I'd rather drink Crown in the morning than coffee. That's also reasonable, especially when you're a Met fan, right? And by the way, Boulay, you're a Rams fan, so you're getting even more annoyed with life right now, even though you just won the Super Bowl last year.
Rub it in, Farace.
Rodriguez, we have a Colombian pitcher on our staff now. What do you think about Jose Quintana? Who that?
I think I'm glad he's a lefty. It's gonna help him not get robbed because he's gonna be a big time change of pace because most of our guys throw pretty hard. Even the older guys, they are throwing the upper 90s. This guy's a 92, throwing that soft curve, that probably a change up type of guy, good control type of guy. 5-inning guy though. He proved that, so that's a fact. But he's going to need a lot of support. That's why we need to have a good bullpen. But I like him. He's replacing another 5-inning guy Jaiwan, which
Trader
I
Walker.
did like him. He is a trader. He went to filthy, but I did like him last year. I thought he was very consistent and a hard worker. But I think he'll do well with us. We can put up runs for him, and he can keep the other teams down. It's a good thing. I mean, yeah, I'd grade him as a B.
B, and I'm glad most Met fans that I've seen are knowledgeable enough to say, okay, this is a 4 or 5, or, 4th or 5th guy in our rotation. He's not
Absolutely
not everybody who Mets are gonna get is gonna be a number 1. So chill out. You have more number 1s on this team than others have dreamed about.
Can I just give a shout out real quick to Tom Boulay with his Kevin McReynolds emoji going on over there? I don't care what it really means. To me, it's K-Mac.
Okay, Diana is back here. I was living in Cali, so time was off, but had to move back to the East Coast. Okay. Well, he is with our thoughts, but we're happy that you can watch again. But absolutely in our thoughts.
Welcome back, and I hope your dad recovers quick and soon.
Quick and soon.
Yeah, especially before the baseball season, because the Mets will give you additional heart issues.
I don't know if they will. Maybe for once in our lives, it's gonna. Well, not once.
101 wins, and I had heart issues all year. What do you mean? They can win 120 games.
You're right.
That's a lot of wins to have heart issues.
But let me ask you guys. You guys
had a lot less, but
I said last year that I was going to be even keeled again. I was even keeled throughout the entire season, and I don't even get Farace, you did it. We're proud of you.
What do you want? You want acknowledgement and ass kissing? No, you did it. That was your own goal. I didn't challenge you to that.
One kiss to the right cheek won't hurt you.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you made yourself happy.
I'll tell you, you got producer Joe.
Producer Joe, here's his latest comment. Boom. That's the most insightful thing that he's ever said.
The guy's got a wit about him. He's a smart guy.
Kevin McReynolds, great Met, but Ray Knight is my boy.
86 MVP. Let's go, baby. I'm with it, Tom.
Okay.
All right.
See, we're vibing now, Tom. Let's leave it there.
Raging. A lot of anger issues right now.
Yeah, a little bit of anger issues. Yeah.
I love it. Golden gloves, baby. Wapa.
Yeah.
Eric Davis, third base.
Boom.
Ray Knight.
That's what Lindor had to do, right? Remember? Lindor had to do it. Ray Knight had to do it.
Squirrel did it to his own teammate, though. But I'm sure it was deserved.
You had to,
It was a possum. It was a squirrel.
There's a pecking
squirrel.
Order. There's a pecking order.
Possum.
This is where you're at,
raccoon. All right. David Robertson. This is somebody who we on this show talked about around the trade deadline.
Many times.
As we were trying to bolster our bullpen. Didn't happen. Went to the Phillies. But I absolutely love this deal. He's a setup guy. He's that 8th inning guy that you can constantly rely on. And it's a 1-year quick in and out. If you do well, bring it back in for another year. I mean, he's 37 now, so maybe he's got another year after this one. But $10 million, 1 year, clean setup, man. Hopefully, I like it. And you take that away from the Phillies, which helps a bit. Keith, what do you think about this addition? Especially if you're thinking that Lugo might be gone because he's trying to become a starter. Does he just and not that he can do what Lugo does? I don't want to say that, but as far as
he can bridge the gap to the next Lugo because Lugo's all but gone. I think Lugo's looking for more like the starter role, and we've discussed that before. David Robertson's a really good pitcher. He's up there in age, so I think his experience is going to bring a lot to the bullpen, even to somebody like an Edwin Diaz and all the other guys out there who with a little bit of experience on how to handle these situations. But just like any other bullpen pitcher, they're up and down, up and down. Bullpen is one of the hardest things to do and one of the most underrated positions in baseball. But I mean, the guy last year pitched a 2.40 ERA, 63 innings, and we're taking him away from the Phillies and adding him to our arsenal. So I think it's a win-win. Really great move. And if we're able to get Lugo back, even better on top of that.
I don't know about I was telling Rodriguez, there's a fair market value, and for each player that's remaining, and for Lugo, I don't know if it's because he's saying out there that he wants to be a starter or bust. His market value has gone from 4 million now up to 7.5 or so. Fair market.
Well, good luck. I mean, good luck. $7 million for maybe 5-inning pitcher. Right now, that's good money. People will spend that.
But on the other hand, Rodriguez,
they want to build up the. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. I like. I'm still a little bit old school. I like a 7-inning starter. I'm looking for a guy that can throw 7 innings. Minimum. If you can go, you need to go 7 if you're playing on my staff, because I'm not gonna have 10 bullpen guys to cover from 5 starters. It's just not gonna happen. You need to do your job. It's in the way they train the pitch and they bring them up to do maximum effort. That's why in 5 innings they're gassed. Yep. You don't have to do maximum effort if you know how to pitch. Learn how to pitch in the minors, and you're a 7-inning pitcher at least. But regardless, it's what
must
we
be
have,
true then, Luke.
what we have to play with. Luke not coming back with it. Yeah. I mean,
no,
let him go.
If it was on the internet, it's accurate.
I agree, Rodriguez. Everybody needs to go back to the school of Maddox. He's a Brave. Curse me out all you want, but everybody needs to go back to the school of Maddox.
Well, let's call him a Cub for this exercise.
Let's call him a Cub.
He was born a Cub. You just learn how to pitch.
So are you.
So yes, you may be able to throw 100 miles an hour, but you don't need to. You throw 100 when you have to.
And you finish with 85 pitches for the game, dude. 85 pitches and you're done.
Oh,
boom.
Well,
and I mean, fly through 9 innings like that.
Listen,
you hit the corners.
We were fortunate enough.
They have to swing.
And we hated him because of the team he was on. But truly, we were fortunate enough to watch a player like Maddox through his whole career with our age. Younger guys don't quite get it. But
that's right, Andy.
Maddox was amazing because he was so crafty. He'll paint every corner.
Hey, my cousin.
To the point where he trained umpires rather than umpires training him where to throw. So to your point, right? If you're able to throw that way and take a little bit off your arm, you might be able to get another 20, 30 pitches, another 2 innings. 7-inning pitches are amazing to me. But on the other side, a $7.5 million per year pitcher in the bullpen, Lugo's worth in our bullpen is worth that, right? As a starter, he's not, but in the bullpen, he is.
That's super ironic that you said that. Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that. That
kind of. You should agree with him. He's right.
I agree. Yeah, you're right. For us, you might spend less for him. Value goes down as a starter, as opposed to this guy who can come in. He could pitch 2 innings one night. Remember the days where he couldn't pitch back-to-back nights? Annoying. But this year he did a couple times. He can go 2-3 innings to on a night where maybe Robertson's been used and the other guys that we bring back in. If we bring back in some other guys, that's exactly what I want to kind of get to now.
It's kind of like you just need to be humble and accept what you are. He is a very, very solid bullpen pitcher, and he can make a lot of money doing that. When he's degrading himself by trying to be a starter, because also remember, he has a partial tear in his elbow. And he learned to work with that. He's conditioning it. But now if you want to put him as a starter, where he's throwing consecutive innings every 5th day for 5-6 innings, where's that partial tear?
I think
he's conditioning himself under the bullpen.
He'll be a 500 pitcher.
Right, or on the DL
with an ERA north of 4. My thought, but I guess in this day of betting on yourselves, these guys who are getting these massive contracts after turning down massive contracts, it's like Lugo, it's cool. You go out and see what you can get out there. On maybe he's thinking, hey, I'm 33, I'm partially torn. Let me go get that starter money now before it completely tears, and now I got to make a decision. Maybe I'm just throwing shit out there, you know.
Do you think if the Mets offer him bullpen role, 3 years, 21 mil, do you think the Mets would do that? A, and B, do you think that's something he would consider?
I don't see them going past 2 years in the bullpen for.
That's a lot. Yeah.
I think they've been like.
I bring Ottavino back. I would bring Ottavino back before I do that.
I would love to see Ottavino back. I mean, that guy was solid.
This is a good transition because this is exactly where I want to go.
That pitch is nasty, dude. I can't even. I love that pitch when he throws it.
And Ottavino is projected. Again, that doesn't mean anything. He's projected to get about $5 million a year. And
Ottavino back $5 million.
It's a 1 year deal. He's 37. 2 years, 10.
2 years maybe.
Or an option.
I would do
club option.
I would 2 years. Yeah, 1 year with a club option for the next. I think I think he could be solid, man.
All right, and then the other guy who
maybe I wouldn't.
We joked about that person, but you we talked about how he was much more effective when he came back. You just recently, maybe 3 or so weeks ago, shared something, down that pathway. What do you think about bringing Trevor May back in, Rodriguez?
Dude, I hate him. I hate him.
Yeah, but I also know you. I know.
Okay, so here's what happens with Trevor. Maybe I'll be a reliable believer. I mean, if he comes in and he tries to blow people away with a 94-mile-an-hour straight meatball, it's not going to happen in the major leagues, Trevor. Maybe you'll have a shot to get one strike. Maybe. But you're going to lose the game again for us. So when you come in, you throw that fastball, and then you throw that nice, what is it that he has? Like a changeup or like a curve? I don't even know. I don't even know what the pitch it is, what pitch it is, because I don't even ever see him throw it. All I see him is he's gonna break his neck one day. Like he's gonna be like, crack! Oh my God, crack! Oh my God! That's all he ever does, Trevor May. Look at producer Joe. He's happy.
He's got
the dog must be doing well. So I wouldn't bring Trevor May back. I kind of would, but I wouldn't. I'm just, you know what I'm trying to say, Farace?
I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay. Done.
No one else is, but you are.
Here we go. Terzio says between May and Lugo, they must have given up 20 home runs. Can you fact check that, Keith?
But he's not wrong. He's probably right.
Yeah, no. Trevor May, when Trevor May, because the 94-mile-an-hour meatball, they go far.
I know. He's all sweaty and he's throwing it real hard, and next thing you know, that ball is going over the fence.
He's a sweater, man. He sweats a lot.
I know. Throw a change up more, you dummy.
He's got to throw more change, but I would like to see him back. Also, I would like to see him and Ottavino back.
Definitely Ottavino.
And then a little bit earlier, I saw it right before the show started, but Mr. Cohen, Uncle Stevie, wants to bring in some more offense, and completely understandable.
Big bat.
The bats are the bats. So it's the talks have been JD Martinez, and now I guess now we have a new friend, Keith. Somebody who you've hated all this time. We've all disliked. But I feel like, did you hear what Mr. Scott Boras said today? He said that Steve Cohen is more like Steve Kong hanging off the Empire State Building.
Ooh. Oh, he's sucking some butt there.
That don't change his opinion of me. Of course, to me, come on. So the guy knows that Cohen spends, so now he's kissing ass to him.
Is that a Conforto?
No. I don't want you to change. I don't want you to change your opinion of him. I just that he's more willing to come to the table, and he said some things that were accurate back in the past, but that's not for him to say. That's for us to say about our team. You don't fucking say it. We do.
Oh, easy. Sorry, Mama Farace's watch.
We're miserable.
Got away from me for a second. Keith inspired me. The anger from back in the day with Boras came back up.
So 13 home runs between May and Lugo.
Yeah, you were 7 off.
And I don't want May back.
13 is a lot. Oh, look.
Is that like
look what Keith said. You don't want Maybach.
Like the car? You don't want a Maybach?
I don't want Trevor May back on the Mets.
Daddy joke.
Okay.
I mean, listen, I was hopeful for him. The guy does have potential. He may do well afterwards, but I think he just exhausted his time with us. His whole entire time with us was either he sucked or he was hurt. I'm just over it.
All right. Tommy
Farace
Hunter.
Didn't he have like a 3.0 ERA or something like that, Trevor May?
Over what, like 3.5 games?
When he came back, he had
How many innings? 12?
I don't know.
I don't want him back either, Keith. But Farace's gonna be like, see, he went to another team, and now he's back at a 2.75 ERA.
I'm not gonna say anything unless it happens.
We should sign Jed. Jed's dead for third base again.
Jed's dead.
He could wear a body cast.
Turner.
You remember that dude showed up in a body cast? Anyway.
All right. So now let's. I wanted to, possibility JD Martinez, Escobar. All these guys are going to be fighting for playing time if they sign these guys. Conforto wants a short-term deal, 1 to 2 years, and he was willing to accept a part-time position. So
he fits right in.
He fits right in.
Got Vogel fat.
But that's a 1.5 million. That's a freaking lunch. That's lunch for Uncle Stevie. But so what? So right. But if you can get and I'm not saying that these guys are going to be world beaters, but if you can get would you rather have Vogel back, or who's going to be our main right-handed DH? Is it going to be
why not Martinez and Conforto if he's doing part-time? They could.
Well, that's where I was going. Would you rather have JD and Conforto or Vogelback and I don't know, Escobar? They're going to bring Beatty up.
If I was Keith up there, I would just smack right in the back of the head. What kind of question is that? Of course, I would take Conforto and JD Martinez as a DH duo. Are you kidding me? In a heartbeat. I think they could work it out. Why not? Do it.
It's amazing that people forget any good that any player has ever done for any team.
I know.
Well, who are you talking about?
Right?
Conforto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What good he has done for a team have to do with what he can do for us next year, though? There's a lot of uncertainties, right? Because he's been out for so long.
But for a part-time
I appreciate
guy,
Conforto. I don't have an issue
on
with
a 1 or 2
Conforto,
year deal.
but it takes up a roster spot. How much are we talking about for 1 or 2 year deal?
You wouldn't take him over Vogelback?
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Let's say he wants $12 million
for 2 years.
No,
6 a year.
2 years, $25 million.
I'd have to see. The guy hasn't played baseball and coming on
over Vogelback. You roll Vogelback.
Are you kidding
me? Down the road.
The guy hasn't played baseball in over 2 years. Vogelback last year hit 18 home runs, about at almost 240. That's nothing to shake a stick at, okay?
Oh, almost 240.
What did Vogelback do in the last 2 months? He batted like 200. Less.
Okay.
He didn't even bat his weight.
No.
What did Conforto do in the last 18 months?
He didn't even bat
He's
his
been
weight.
off. He's been fresh. He's been healthy. Vogelback is pretty damn fat. Not to be playing this game. And the only he's got one swing. Do you want to know what he's got?
2021, 125 games played, 406 at bats, 94 hits, 14 home runs, 55 RBIs to a 232 average. Who would that be?
That's Conforto, right?
I don't know.
So what for six? You're saying $12 million for 1.5? We're getting a guy that's going to hit 6 more points in average and hit 4 more home runs.
But I can actually
Daniel Vogelback. He's 400 pounds. What?
I mean,
What does that matter? What does that matter?
He sucks. He's one-dimensional. He can't play the field.
Okay, and you want to give $25 million to a guy who hasn't played
he can't
in
swing
2 years?
His belly button.
We got a fucking $16 billion owner. Who the fuck cares about $26 million?
I do, because I don't want a roster spot taken up by a guy
about
who's going to suck.
Robinson Cano. What happened to him?
Oh, yeah. Right. That was the best thing that ever happened
doesn't care about money.
Okay, but why even get engaged?
Let me do this with like
okay.
Mad
Boom.
Dog. He doesn't care about money.
Dansby Swanson. Screw Conforto. Dansby Swanson. Pull him.
You want to spend $300 million? Okay.
The guy's a Gold Glover.
And where's he going to play?
He's not going to cost $300 million.
Where's he going to play? How much is it going to cost?
Second base.
$200 million. Oh, where's McNeil going?
Left field.
Where's Canna going?
Part-time. He's going to DH, and he's going to play the field. He's going to spot play the field.
Everybody in the team's going to
Conforto.
Why not?
Daniel Vogelback. That's the
dude.
I'm not picking. I'm not. You're twisting it. I'm not saying I want Vogelback over Conforto.
Okay, go back and listen to what you just said, and then I'm twisting it.
Well, listen.
You want Vogelback at 1.5?
Listen to what I'm saying. I don't want to pay $25 million to Conforto. The guy hasn't played in 2 years, and the last year he played, he was subpar. Bottom line, and that's the fact, Jack.
Verlander missed the whole year, and you're welcome.
Right, but we're signing him off a year where he won the Cy Young. We're signing him off the year where we won the Cy Young.
40.
What did Conforto do last year? Did he get a Silver Slugger award?
Did he
get a Gold Glove? Did he get a batting title? No, he sat his ass at home and did nothing. So I don't want to pay for it. I don't want him on a team taking up a roster spot for an 18-month player who's
so you want a 450-pound
and did nothing.
DH.
I didn't say that.
You want
That's what you said.
Pig.
All I'm saying is right now that's a better option than paying $12 million a year for a guy who hasn't proven nothing other than his last year he played 2 years ago. He was subpar.
He does. He can't even bend. Dude, he can't swing lower than his belly. He swings like how he's like an emergency.
But for real, how did he end? How did he end the year though? All seriousness.
What does it matter? It's $1.5 million. If we need to cut him, we cut him.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
You want to pay $12 million a year for a guy who batted .232, 102 strikeouts, and has been out for 2 years. I mean,
102 strikeouts is pretty damn good for a power guy.
Power guy, 14 home runs. Power guy.
Vogelback, 14 home runs.
No, 18.
You realize he's going to be examined by the doctors to make sure he's okay, and he's going to have to play in front of them before they even sign off on him, right? You realize they're going to do all that.
Conforto has not been.
It's not like they're going to close their eyes and say,
the new season is going to be 2023. Conforto is
There's
not
no
going to be
way
a power
you
hitter
take
for
Vogelback
4
over
years.
Conforto.
In 2019, he was a power hitter.
Michael
4 years
Conforto.
ago, when 2023 starts. 4 years.
Vogelback.
Let's raise the dead.
Vogelback.
The guy is not what he was. If
hey,
you want to sign
Vogelback's
him
a Gold
to a
Glover.
flyer, listen. If Conforto says I'll come in for $5 million a year on a flyer and I'll be partial,
stupid,
okay. You want $2 million, 2 years, $25 million?
1 year, $5 million. Michael Conforto is going to take 1 year, $5 million.
Well, then fucking hike, bro. I mean, what do you want? You sucked. The last time you played was 2 years ago, and you sucked. The last time you were a power hitter was 4 years ago. So you come in a $5 million and you prove yourself, or you go somewhere else and waste somebody else's money.
All right, let's talk about Senga, because this is going nowhere. Let's talk about Senga. 5 years, $75 million for somebody who's never played in the United States of America.
Don't keep stirring the pot.
Get the fuck lost.
Here we go.
He's never played in the United States before. No, bye-bye. Okay, that's not what I said. What I said was I would prefer Bassett, who is a proven MLB pitcher who proves that he can face MLB batters, versus a guy who has no experience against the MLB.
League. Lost to the Braves, lost to the Padres,
no MLB experience.
Lost to the Giants, lost to the Dodgers.
No MLB experience.
All right, Rodriguez, shed some light on.
I'm just saying that because you were just talking crap. I'm happy we got the guy. I think he has potential.
If I had to
choose between somebody who has experience,
if you ever say that again, you're banned from every damn group that I'm in. Ever say that shit to me again?
Wait, what's a racist Trump comment?
I don't know. That he doesn't have experience in baseball because we weren't fucking joking, you dumbass. Go ahead, Rodriguez.
Yeah, if you're saying that about me, then yeah, because honestly, he doesn't. I'm just saying that I'd prefer Bassett, who has the MLB experience against the batters we're going to be facing day in, day out. Do I think that Senga's going to be a bad pitcher? No, not absolutely not. Am I happy with the signing?
He could be.
Yeah, I think it's a great signing. But if I had to choose, I'm choosing Bassett. That's just my opinion. It's not that I don't like Senga or I think he's bad or no. Not,
So
I
you
never
were
said that.
you are a little bit disappointed. Like there was some truth to what you said at the very beginning. You're a little bit disappointed.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, like I said, if I had to choose between the two, they're both positives. But Bassett faced these batters. Bassett knows the league, and I think that's an advantage. It's truly an advantage.
But it upsets me that the Braves, the Padres, the Giants, the Dodgers, like he couldn't beat any of those teams. So
I'm glad he's with us. But if I had to choose,
Bassett, no, Bassett.
Oh, Bassett,
that was
yeah.
I
I'm
love
glad
Bassett.
he went to the Blue Jays, yeah, because Bassett's a hell of a pitcher. The guy. I know in the playoffs he didn't prove the way he should have, but he was a warrior. He was a dog. He went up there and did what he had to do for the whole season.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. No, but if he doesn't have control, if Bassett doesn't have control, he can't pitch in the game because he doesn't throw hard enough to blow people out. No, it's not everybody. When you throw 99 to 100, you don't have to have control. Sometimes you can get by with that 99 to 100.
I gotta see that with Senga.
You know,
they're saying he averages around, right? What was it, Farace?
92?
95, 96. But he's thrown up 201.
Yeah, they say he throws really hard, right?
What? It's the ghost splitter.
Right. You know what I'm excited about,
Dude,
Rodriguez?
It's nasty. It
Listen,
really goes.
What I'm excited about, think 86, think Astros, think Mike Scott. When I saw his splitter,
exactly,
it reminded me of that. And I have a lot of hope for this guy. I don't think it's a bad signing.
You got me a twitch when you mentioned that name, Keith.
Right. But
it's a
go
bad
back
memory,
to 86, I look at Mike Scott's splitter.
Like
and look at Senga's splitter. They're very similar. They're nasty as hell. I think
it just drops on righties, inside on righties hard, and out and down and out on lefties.
All credit due to the Japanese league. They have a lot of talent, but it doesn't always translate to the major leagues. Now, there's a lot of cases where it translates, and then some. And I'm hoping this is the case. But, for me, I feel safe with somebody who knows how to pitch the major league batters. But his pitches, Senga's pitches are nasty. And that slider does remind me of that 86 Mike Scott slider. So, hey, I mean.
Stop it.
He pitched in the World Baseball Classic.
I just remember Dykstra.
In the World Baseball Classic against the American team.
Yeah.
He did really pretty well against them. So that shows
on
that he
average,
can pitch against them.
Yeah,
on average, those were the best players.
They were,
we send the pretty good players, so. But
the whole world does.
He has two pitches that play in the majors. Two pitches right off the bat that play. So if he can be like every other major leaguer, making all this money and go 5 innings with 2 pitches, fantastic. But they say that he has a lot of pitches, as most Asian players do. So I think it's a good signing. I think it's cheap.
Do we know how? Yeah, I mean, so all right. So Bassett has his. I think that we've seen his ceiling. Like I feel like Bassett's ceiling is here, whereas Senga's ceiling could be here, but also Bassett's floor is also. Bassett's floor is also higher as far as we know for right now.
If you're gonna do these type of things, this is Bassett's success rate. Window right here. It's very small. So he's got,
it's a Vienna.
You should know about this.
It's like a Vienna sausage.
It's very small. It's a very small window, okay?
Window.
For success. This guy has a bigger window. He swings the bigger window. It opens.
Yes. It opens.
That's how it happens. It's a bigger window.
Right through. You go right through that
reality.
Window.
So why not get the guy with the bigger window? I think we did a good job. And Billy Epler, if you really look at him, he knows about bigger windows.
Did you see the sidebar real quick? Did you see the press conference with no? I was gonna say Noah. Jeez, because
sidebar.
Sergio just said something Noah with Nemo today.
Law and order here. Sidebar, counselor.
Sidebar.
That's
sidebar.
Did you say before about me?
See the press conference with Nemo? Epler was waiting for a question, and he was at the podium just doing this. It looks so weird.
Hey, listen, Epler's
did a good job, man. I mean,
it's been a nice off season so far. More to come. Again, it's only December 15th. Mr. Boulay. Terzio's talking about Noah. Let's bring him up real quick. He's now on his fourth team, becoming a journeyman after having that like 3-year window of just tremendous success with us. ERA around 3, strikeout, all this stuff. Now he's gone west to New York to Los Angeles to Philly to Los Angeles. Definitely getting the miles in. I guess that's a good spot for him. LA, long hair, surfboards, Dodgers.
To me, it's all about the coaching, right? Because he's a different pitcher now. If somebody can hone him in and teach him how to pitch to the talents he now has, as opposed to what he had, he can do well. He can be a solid number 3 throughout the league. If he's not willing to listen and be coached, he's just gonna be the journeyman until he retires. My opinion on him, anyway.
Like this is the year that he can get that changed. I think if he has a good year, he can get a nice 4 or 5 year deal. Maybe
he's got a solid staff.
The journeyman's stuff is irritating.
Matt Harvey's training again.
Harvey.
Harvey's throwing 95
IG workouts.
I see his workouts on Instagram.
Wait, what did he hit?
He hit 95 point something on the gun on Instagram.
But okay.
95 is pretty fast, Rocky.
I don't know. It's like, but do you want him? You want him back? You guys want him back? I feel.
Oh, dude, come on, man.
Wait,
I don't want him back.
Keith.
He was bleeding, dude.
No,
he was bleeding out of because he was snorting so much cocaine. He was bleeding on the mound. He gave his blood.
Right.
He was so high.
I don't trust him.
You gotta respect that.
Bring back Harvey. Wow, I denounce that. I don't trust him because he's been a Mets for so long. I know him.
Don't give him any money then. Let him pitch.
No, I just wish him the best. I don't have any ill will against him. I hope he finds success with the Mariners.
Harvey's not suspended.
Or the Rangers. He can go pitch with DeGrom again.
There we go.
And they can have a 77-win team.
That's a great idea.
No, I don't wish him any ill will, but
because he has 3 of them.
It's just hard because we, like you said, with the bleeding nose, we've seen him do so much foul stuff. It's hard to trust him. I don't want him with us. I think we have a pretty cohesive locker room, and I think we're bringing people in to add to that cohesiveness. And I think Harvey's not somebody that would fit into that
process.
But can I say that we've had some good times with cocaine, not us personally, but the sports team. Like when cocaine was introduced to the sports team,
the bad guys won.
The bad guys won.
Great book, by the way. If you're a Met fan, young or old, if you've never read The Bad Guys Won, go out and get it. It is educational.
I hate reading too, but I read that.
Anything Mets I can read. Mets or zombies, I'm pretty good at that, or apocalypse of some sort.
Yeah. What the yes, no, exactly. Hey, so whatever gets the title, whatever brings a championship.
There we go.
Is that what's this guy's name that we traded for? I didn't have
from the A's, sure. from Tampa Bay,
from Tampa.
We got a picture. Bell something, Bell something, Bellies.
Oh, Daniel Vogelbach.
No, he could be a pitcher.
No.
Why didn't you just catch? You just sit down.
No.
He looks like a catcher. Actually, he does look like an old school catcher.
Sit down. He's got the whole stance blocked. Throw it over
block
here.
the whole plate, big fat and slow. He does.
Just make him the bouncer. Just make him the bouncer. He stands. He's security. He stands outside the dugout.
He does.
And
look
just
like
in case something goes up, he does look like a bouncer.
He does.
Okay, what's this guy's name? Brooks Raley. From the Rays.
Bell. Where I get that from?
What'd you say, Bell?
Close. No, Anthony Recker.
Oh my God.
Anthony Recker.
That was that's the number 1 catcher in all Mets history, right there. I'm talking about. There's just Oli. See, the rabbit hole is going down now. Here we go.
Ed Hearn needs a kidney. You hear that?
I have a
I
spare
did hear
one.
that.
Yeah.
I did hear
Keith,
that.
let's go get Farace's kidney, Keith, and give it to him.
Farace,
that shit is gonna be on eBay on the black market, knowing you guys.
A bathtub filled with ice. You know what happened, bud.
All right, so lefty reliever, 2.68 ERA, 60 appearances for Tampa, and going against mostly that American League East, which is even if they're not known for their pitching, they're known for their hitting. Struck out 61 batters in 53 innings. So that's a lefty coming out of the pen, one that we haven't had necessarily, hopefully, since Loop. Remember Loop a couple years ago? As solid as you can get.
Amazing.
Pretty good.
I mean, if this guy can get to 75% of what Loop was, we'll love it for that season.
If he pitched in the American League East, he's a solid pitcher, and he put up those numbers. He's a good pitcher. He's not getting hit somehow. So I'm glad we got him. We need a lefty in the pen. I mean, I don't think Peterson's going to be a spot starter or a guy that comes in for three.
He can't do it,
2 or 3
Rodriguez.
innings.
We've seen it last year.
I don't think he
He's
can.
A
I think he needs to start. He needs to start.
Yeah, he needs to be in AAA.
Share the fifth spot sometimes. Him and Tyler, share it up and go.
So let me ask you. Let me ask you, because the last couple of days, we've seen some rumors potentially that Carrasco is being shopped. I don't necessarily want him to be shopped, but if they did, what Keith, what are you looking for in return? Are you looking for bullpen help? I mean, you got to remember he's 30. It's not going to be like, I
mean, Carrasco, the pitcher with the most wins last year, the guy who has been a proven pitcher and is coming back into his own after defeating cancer, who has a really high ceiling this year. If I'm going to add all that up and say, here's what I want in return to another team, it's going to be a major league ready potential ace pitcher, just for the cost of what a proven major league pitcher is right now, and maybe some low level bats. But I'm going to want a pitcher in return that has a very high ceiling and a very high potential to be a major league ace or second or third rotation pitcher, that's ready to plug into a major league rotation.
Okay, and
prospect, a very high end prospect that's ready to break through that wall.
Yeah, not that, and there's not like 20 questions about whether he'll survive, right?
Right. He's not a Jeter Downs. Kind of question.
Rodriguez, I know we're not looking.
Though?
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If you're not going to get that, why even bother? You know what I mean?
You keep the guy. You keep the guy until the trading deadline, and if you're in the race, depending on how he's doing, you can either trade him or keep him. If he's doing well, you can do both, because you can bring in somebody like a Peterson or a Tyler and finish it off, and finish the season off.
They got ceilings. All of them got ceilings.
Everybody has a ceiling.
If there's a ceiling involved,
your ceiling's not very high, Joe.
I think producer Joe's really monitoring this show now.
That's why we like ceilings.
This much of room for error. This much. Farace penis size. This much.
But if your ceiling was only this high, it would be hard to work. You want a high ceiling.
You gotta be like Senga. Yeah. You want to have a big, big wide
ceiling, like wide.
A wide ceiling,
and not
exactly.
Not a popcorn ceiling stuff too. Yeah, the classy.
Yeah. We don't want popcorn ceiling. That's 70s.
Because that looks like it's disease. Ceiling. If you have that type of popcorn ceiling, it's gonna look like you got a problem.
It's gonna look like you have some kind of rash between your legs.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh, yeah. Really quick. This is not. Well, it's a little Mets related, because the Mets were considering Carlos Correa on like a 6-year deal, is what I read. Giants go out 13 years, $350 or $360 million. To me, that was just to me, that's just shit. We lost that on Aaron Judge. We thought we were getting him. We lost that on Trey Turner. We had a shot at him. We got to spend this money and get this guy in here. The Twins offered him 10 for $280.
That's insane, man. That's insane. Come on. That's a lot of money for Correa.
I would like to see
I mean, he's got to be a 35 home run guy every year. 30, 35 home runs every year to get that kind of money, man. He's not that guy.
I said he is hitting 35. I was like,
no, he's not that guy. I said he has to be
like
that
20,
guy.
21 last year, I think. Maybe.
Dude, he's got to hit 30, 35 and drive in 100 solid every year, and maybe hit 280 for that kind of money. I mean, geez, Louise.
And he's his share of health issues too.
I know he's been hurt a lot, so I would, you know what, give Batty a chance if he can't find anything else. Let him play.
I don't think Correa's.
Wait, this is a good story. No lie, was in Hawaii 3 months ago. Kept recognizing this huge dude. Finally said, "Dude, I know you." The guy says, "Benny." No lie, I had a drink with Benny Agbayani.
Nice.
The hero.
Did you wait till there was
Giants
2 outs left in the bar and throw the ball into the stands? I was at the game with my father, by the way. It was gross. Both, I think my brother was there too. We were all like, "Wait, what just happened?"
Oh, he's criticizing the show. This guy. What?
Not everybody counts the number of times words are used. That's not the entertainment part of this.
God.
Yeah, that's right. You're creating
that's
a
the
ceiling
Rain Man in him.
that's not there. We're breaking the ceiling that you created.
Before.
So your ceiling is gone now. We created a new ceiling that's much higher than your ceiling. So our ceiling is better than your ceiling.
Still has a little ceiling though.
Yeah,
he does.
You can't stand up and not hit your head.
You got a Vienna ceiling. We're looking at more like
he's got the little Vienna sausage ceiling.
Right. Well, we're like on a 12-inch dong ceiling.
These are horrible jokes. Let's move
dong.
On.
Yes, he said dong.
There it is. Dong.
Yes.
No, I mean, listen.
If we had a producer, you could ring a bell right here. That would have been perfect. Dong.
I prefer. I don't think that Dansby Swanson's going to cost as much as Correa.
No,
oh my God! What was it? Was it Swanson thing?
Was it 2 something? The Red Sox are in on him. I because they let Xander Bogaerts go to the Padres, which now, have you heard some of the rumors about the crosstown team that they were talking about potentially throwing together a package for Tatis Jr.?
No, that would be horrible.
From really to the Yankees, from the Padres to the Yankees.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I did a show last night with Tim. He don't want him. He don't want him.
Yeah.
Until
he gets there and he hits 30 home runs and still.
And the other guy, Dave, was also a Yankee, but he don't want him either. He's like, what? Next time he does something, it's going to be but because you know what they're worried about? They're worried about the tradition of A-Rod continuing.
How do you know it's not continuing right now? You know that report about Major League Baseball. Now that you're bringing that up, you know that Major League Baseball report where they were talking about the Yankees getting preferential treatment and getting special balls. The 3 types of baseballs, the regular, the dead, and the ones that are wound up tight so that they go out. They were used for Judge all last year. It came out in the report. They buried that report. So the Yankees are getting preferential treatment. It's out there, guys. Look it up on the internet.
I saw that.
3 different baseballs.
It was
that's
so
a tainted
disappointing.
record already. It's already tainted.
To me, that's just as bad as point fixing in basketball or college basketball. Like you're using different
special balls.
Yeah. Right. There's no way I can say it. That's why I paused, because there's no way I can say using different balls, special balls, without my mind going into a whole different
Judge
space.
has special balls.
But he really does. He's got gargantuan ball. But I mean, it's really sad that if that's the case, and it will. I'm a fool for baseball.
Smelly.
I'm a diehard for baseball. I'll stick. You could have just stopped no matter what.
That fool, Keith.
I'm a fool. But for baseball, because I love baseball so much that I'll stick it through, because I just love baseball, and I'll have a heart and a hope that at the end of the day, all that will shake out, and the right thing will come out and happen. But the truth of the matter is that if they're going to continue manipulating the baseball and doing things like this, it's cheating, it's foul. Who's calling what? Who's dictating what goes where? And
Yankees.
It's
the
fixed.
Evil empire.
It's fixed. And my brother's been saying that for years. My brother gave up Alexa, my device is going off here. My brother gave up on sports a whole bunch because
his brother Alexa.
Baseball and football and this and that, he just thinks it's all fixed. And this kind of proves his point. It proves his point, and it breaks my heart. And I just
Rob
hope that
Manfred, you're a crook.
Yeah, I just hope that it stops, right? Because I don't mind them adjusting a ball. If they adjust a ball, it has to be equal all across the league. 162
Everyone
games
has to have the
for every
same
team.
size
Same set of balls.
Right.
Same size.
If
wound up the same way.
It's true. If you got little those little chocolate eggs that come at Easter,
little
that's your problem. But if you got like the
Tiny Joe producer Joe balls,
ostrich eggs, that's good. But everybody should have the same size balls.
Do it again, Keith. Do it again. Do it again. No. That what's on the screen.
You guys trigger.
Say it loud. Trigger the ball.
You guys triggered my Alexa. Stop that with your big balls.
It's only because she's heard it before.
Yeah, somehow Kevin O'Leary. I don't know if you can see it. Somehow, you can't. Somehow Kevin O'Leary is on my Alexa device now. I have no idea what he's talking about. Yeah, Mr. Wonderful. You guys watch Shark Tank?
No, I've heard of him.
This is a baseball show,
religiously.
Keith.
It's a baseball show, Keith.
Shark Tank is a baseball show.
Alexa, you're triggering it all over the place, Keith. Look at Jonathan Jacobs triggered my Alexa too.
Alexa, ball size measurement, please.
So what are you saying? That all white guys look alike? Sound alike?
Alexa, set AC to 85 degrees.
Oh my God! Well, the most used in Joe's is Alexa, show me big balls. I mean,
came up right away on every screen. He's got it programmed on every screen. He's a tech guy.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah, but if you wear your headphones and you're laughing, then people start looking at you crazy. So, all right, I think we've had enough fun for one week.
We didn't talk about Jacob deGrom yet, though.
What do you mean? We talked about him. We talked about him last week.
Wait.
He's not. Actually, we should. Said tell Keith Sealing.
There it is.
Oh man.
Okay.
Alexa, where was Jacob deGrom born?
Oh my God.
DeLand, Florida. So,
yeah.
That's a hickey. Hickey, Florida.
Yeah. It's a terrible part of Florida. No, we're kidding. It's not. It's wonderful. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah. Jonathan says, we agree with you. I mean, no chance at a World Series for deGrom. I mean, he's going from a 101 win team to a 68 win team. Now, can they improve? Obviously. But you took
the money.
Don't insult our intelligence and say I like their vision. Okay, well, the Mets' vision is pretty damn good at 101 wins.
I've gotten so tired of the canned answers. Even just every interview is a bunch of bullshit. Just looks canned answers. Alexa, tell me what a canned answer is.
Oh my God!
Well, and then the other thing that I want to say. We take
no responsibility for your Alexa doing what he says.
Alexa, send the Put in the Book show $5,000.
All right, now we're definitely going to jail. I didn't say that.
No, said it nicely. It was I said.
Oh, you asked. You asked.
No. The other thing, going back to the baseball situation. And speaking of insulting intelligence, the pitchers all around the league knew what the hell the baseballs feel like. They pitchers go to sleep with a ball gripped in their hand. Rodriguez has probably done that. They know what the baseballs are supposed to feel like. And especially guys like Verlander, who's pitched 30 games a year for 15 years. He knows what the baseballs are supposed to feel like. And when he comes out and says something, there's something to it. Yeah.
What
if you make slippery baseballs, people are going to get hurt. That's the reality.
Sergio, what did your Alexa say?
Headhunting.
Respond in the comments. It's my voice only. So yeah, if you remember, Noah had said that a while back when he was a Met. The balls are different. The balls are in my mouth and my chin. They're just not the same.
That's why he went to LA so he could get different balls.
Oh my
That's
God!
why I use different balls in LA.
No, if you remember, Noah said that the balls feel different. They're traveling further. It's not. I'm not. They're not leaving my hand the same. So he called that out a couple years back before he was hurt.
He likes the big balls. He likes the
He
the
does.
tight.
He said
Likes the
they're
big
hurting
balls.
my chin. I'm getting chin bruises more than I did
This
before.
is horrible.
What is
This
happening
just
right now?
horrible.
What's going on?
Why do I feel like I need to keep going with this?
Alexa, what is a ball
Stop.
chinian?
Okay.
Jonathan says, "Do you think home opener is worth the money? The home opener for the Mets is April 6th against the Marlins, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the 8th game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that home opener might be like Quintana. I don't know what you do there, but home opener. I mean, opening day is worth it. Yeah, yeah.
But if you're going to open for us, you really think Quintana's going to open for us?
If I know Buck, he's going to play his rotation, and it falls.
It's going to be Scherzer or Verlander for sure.
It's usually the 4 because they open here. Actually, hello guys, we need to be at opening day down here against. They got a 4-game set against the Marlins to open up.
Oh,
let's do this. Let's do this. I'll be there
with no weather issues. Holy shit!
Alexa, buy Mets home opener in Marlins Stadium tickets.
Charge them to producer
Lone Depot,
Joe.
right?
To all 4 games, Alexa. Addendum.
Send them to Farace, so I'm not responsible. Thank you.
for the crime.
Right.
So all right. Can do the time.
All right, let's get on out of here. Let's go round robin here. Keith, this has been a real ballsy segment. Ballsy
really
segment.
Has.
Jesus.
Yeah, look at your head.
Yeah. All right, Keith, what you got?
Let's go Mets. I just want to say really great offseason so far. I think we took DeGrom. I first of all,
thanks, Jonathan.
Let me take a step back. Cohen, 2 years in a row has taken a denial. Last year it was Matt's minimal. This year was DeGrom, and he's taken both of those and he's turned it into a slew of off-season signings to improve this team. So let's go Mets. Thank you, Uncle Steve, for what you've been doing. Would love to see a little more offense. Flakata Braves, Flakata Phillies. I hope all your signings suck. I hope everybody you sign turns into a pile of it. And that's it. Let's go Mets. So look at that. Is that you, Farace?
That's his baby. That's his baby.
It is.
Look, that's his coolie baby.
Did that come out of your wiener head, or did you poop it out?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, I really don't.
Jonathan, we usually go once a week. Holidays coming up, but we keep everybody posted on what's going on, when we're going to go live and all that stuff. So
and this show has gone really off the rails today, Jonathan, but I hope you enjoyed it either way.
Yeah. Well, listen, this is what caused him to follow. So,
welcome aboard, buddy.
Let's enjoy it.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, sorry, Rodriguez.
Dude, let's. We've had a great off season. Keith said it. I mean, we've managed to bring back everything we lost. Now we amp it up and get a nice power righty to help that offense a little bit. I'd be straight. Other than that, that's my only Christmas wish right here. Mr. Cohen, please get us a power righty. Somebody that's 25 to 30 home runs. If you can find them out there, or 20, at least 20 to 30, somewhere in that range. Try some people in. Get us a DH. Merry Christmas to everybody. If we don't talk, if we don't do another show, it's Christmas time, right? And then if we don't do another show, it's New Year's. So happy holidays to everyone. Blessings, even to the degenerate gamblers out there. Hope you all have a have a good Xmas.
That means you, Joe, and Steve.
That means you, Joe, and Steve.
Not you,
Excuse me.
Excuse. All right, let's go, Mets.
Happy holidays to all my fellow Met fans, and a special one to Uncle Steve, says producer Joe. To Terzio, I can't put that on the screen. It's rated way.
God.
You're gonna get us kicked off.
Wait, I'm married. I can't do that.
McCann?
If that's an invitation, I'm married.
No,
my wife
would not agree
to that.
Oh, wow.
All right. Yeah. Echoing everybody's sentiments, I'm very happy. I do like Daniel Vogelback. I apologize for. I don't apologize.
Dude, I would lock the door so Vogelback can't even get into the place.
Listen, Farace was creating content, and he knew I was going to get riled up.
Of course,
and he succeeded. So there we go.
Listen, we've been doing this for 5 years. We know how to talk to each other around these pats. But also, we don't allow ganging up from the comments on us. So as much as we'll go back and forth with each other, you turn on us in the comments, we're turning on you. We're turning on you, bro. Hey, yo.
Oh, my God.
That's right.
Stop threatening the people that watch the show. Don't threaten them.
I can hate you, Farace, but if somebody else hates you, they're going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. All that good stuff.
Honestly, yes. Ditto.
Go out, have fun, be safe. Actually, Dave Chappelle's going to be down. I don't know if there's any Dave Chappelle fans down here in South Florida. He's going to be here.
Oh,
it's
awesome.
A lot of money.
Yeah, I'm not going to go. I'll watch it on like Netflix in 2 years.
But yeah, I was looking at him yesterday. But Seinfeld seems a little bit more reasonable. He's coming in January, I think.
Because he's more reasonable.
I don't know why. I don't know.
I'd go see Seinfeld in a hot second.
Fan, obviously. So
yeah,
regardless, you're gonna like him anyway.
Is there a UFC fight on New Year's Eve this year? I haven't bought a UFC fight since before the pandemic because of cha-ching. But I got my son, my daughter-in-law, my grandkids coming over. Man, if there's a UFC fight this New Year's Eve, it's on like Leprechaun.
Like Donkey Kong. This week, football. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. All right.
Did I send you my picks yet?
Seinfeld. Do you remember what Seinfeld's ceiling looked like?
How many ceilings did he have? Was it a popcorn ceiling? Was it a smooth ceiling, or did he have a textured
It was old,
ceiling?
so it might have been popcorn.
I just said 5 ceilings in one sentence.
Peace out, everybody. Let's go Mets, and enjoy yourselves. Be safe out there, no matter where you are, even if you are in Wyoming.
Amen. God bless. Let's go Mets.
Or Japan. No, I made racist remarks earlier.
And I love Rodriguez and Farace, even though I yelled at him a whole bunch tonight.
Yeah. Wait, say that again. You love Rodriguez?
And Farace.
And nothing for Joe. No love for Joe.
Well, it's because it's the balance. The hair, the not hair, it's just together. It makes it.
All right, everybody. Peace out. And we can't wait for producer Joe to be back next show. PopCulturePros.com. There's contests up there for all Puss in Boots and all these movies that are going to be coming out over the next couple of weeks. And then we've already got contests that are going to be starting up for January. So all that goodness will be coming. PopCulturePros.com. And we will see you next week or next year. Peace out, everybody.